Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film the Booktube Newbie Tag. I've been on Booktube for about 2 weeks now and I've posted a few videos, so I figured it was time to do the Booktube Newbie Tag. I know this is a good video to start to really let people know what I'm into and what I like to read, so that's what we're going to be doing today. The first question is, why did you start this channel? Recently, I've really been wanting to start my own channel because I love talking about books, and not many people in my family or in my personal life read. I always want to talk about the books that I'm reading with people, and it's hard when nobody around you is reading, and the people that do read that are around me don't really read romance, so I really just wanted an outlet to talk to people about the books that I love. The next question is, what are some fun or unique things that you could bring to Booktube? And I don't necessarily know if I'll have anything unique to bring, but I hope I do bring some fun. My goal is to do a lot of like themed reading vlogs. Those are like secret TBR. Those are my favorite videos to watch. Those are the kind of videos that I want to do. And that's not anything unique, but I think they're fun. So I don't know. I'm not on here trying to be unique. I think, you know, this is a big space, so pretty much everything's already being done and there's room for everybody. So yeah. The next question is, why do you love reading? I've always loved reading since I could read. My mom used to read to us a lot when we were little, and my mom's always loved reading, so she set a good example for us. But yeah, I loved reading as soon as I could. I used to read the Junie B. Jones books and the A to Z mystery books, Magic Tree House, all of that. I used to sneak out of my bed at night and go over to my bookcase and hide next to my bookcase and read with my nightlight. Because I just loved reading so much. I've loved reading ever since. Everyone says like it's like an escape, but I don't even know if it is necessarily an escape for me. I just love following other people's stories and like diving into a good plot and seeing what the characters are up to and theorizing and all of that. I just love reading. I love hearing a story. The next question is, what book series got you into reading? And there's been a few that have gotten me into reading. I would say the first, like I said, was Junie B. Jones. And then that was like as a child. As a teenager, it was Twilight, like pretty much everyone else. I think I was like a freshman or sophomore. And I remember me and my 3 best friends stayed up late one night while my other friend read clips out loud to all of us because we just really loved that book series. And then that got me into reading for a little bit, and then I kind of stopped reading for a little bit, and then The Hunger Games got me into reading again, and that's when I really fell in love with it in high school and started reading a lot more than I ever had before. And then I became a mom, and I stopped reading so much. I stopped reading basically at all. I just like really didn't have time. And then after my 3rd child was born, I picked up the After series because I realized that whenever I read a book, I'm looking for romance basically. So I looked up like popular romance books or something, and I found the After series and I devoured those 4 books. I loved them so much. I know they're kind of controversial now and toxic, I get that, but I freaking love those books, and they got me into reading this last time, and into reading romance, so they'll always have a special place with me. But yeah, so I devoured those books, and then I just didn't stop after that. I kept looking up more and more romance books, and then I started to watch romance booktubers, and that's when I got a lot of recommendations. So yeah, those are all the book series that got me into reading. The next question is, what would you ask your favorite booktubers? And for me, that would probably be like how you plan content, because I find that to be a little tricky so far. Like if I want to do a reading vlog, how do you plan out those types of videos to get them up on a certain time? And also, what equipment do you use? Because right now I'm just filming on my phone and I feel like the quality is not good, and I would love to know what other people use. The next question is, what challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome? And like I already said, I'm a mom. Not only am I a mom, I'm a mom of 4, a wife. I work full time. My kids have sports, activities. We just got 2 puppies, so my plate is very full. So I think just finding the time is going to be the hardest thing for me. It's already been a little bit challenging, but this is something I really want to do, and it's something that's making me happy, so it's something that I want to make time for, and I will make time for. But yeah, that's definitely going to be the hardest challenge for me to overcome, is just making the time to do this. The next question is, when did you start reading? And I already kind of answered this. It was when I was, as soon as I could read, but really probably from birth. My mom was reading to me. She is an avid reader. My grandfather was an avid reader. My sister is. Like, I just have always probably been read to since I was a baby, but as soon as I could start reading, I was reading. So yeah. The next question is, where do you read? And I literally read everywhere. I do most of my reading in my bed before I go to bed, but I also read other places. I listen to audiobooks when I drive. I listen to audiobooks while I clean. I read if I'm waiting at a doctor's office. I read any chance that I get, really. So yeah, I'm always reading, and I read anywhere that I can. The next question is, what kind of books do you like to read? And I mostly read romance. It's a genre that I found in 2019, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. I also do like to read a little bit of fantasy, though, like kind of like fantasy romance, really, though. I also really like mystery thrillers a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much all I read. The next question is, what does your book collection look like? And surprisingly, unlike most booktubers, I feel like my book collection is mostly ebooks. I am someone who doesn't collect physical books anymore. I used to collect physical books, and I just unhauled about like 100 books because they were older books that were YA books. I don't really read YA anymore, and they're from like 2012. And now I only buy books if I really want to have the collection on my shelves for some reason. But I pretty much only read ebooks at this time. I'm trying to practice minimalism a little bit more, and just having physical books takes up a lot of space in my house. And yeah, so it doesn't bother me at all to not collect physical books. I don't really like reading physical books anymore because, like I said, I do a lot of reading in bed. It is just easier with my Kindle when I have a baby sleeping in my room and I have my husband who's trying to sleep. So yeah, my book collection is basically just a Kindle. That's all the questions that I have today. I hope that you liked it, and I can't wait to keep posting more videos on here. I've already been having so much fun. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to Under Victoria's Spell. She's also a new booktuber who just started, and I've really been enjoying her videos. She has really unique books that she reads that I haven't seen anyone else talk about. So I will link her Booktube Newbie Tag down below so you guys can check her out too. Thank you. Bye.